Hi everybody. Alright, so I'm finishing up my series where I talk about the songs from my second album. This video is about the last song on the album, song number 13, called Falling. So I'm going to start off by showing the amazing artwork that was done for this track, starting with this card that was done by Émilie Léger, this card that was done by Audrey Desrosiers, this card that was done by Alex Bell, and this is the photo that was taken by photographer Philip Faith. So, Falling is another one of those songs on the album that will, for the most part, just have piano and vocals for the most part of it. It's another one of those moves that were made mainly suggested by the co-producer on the album, John Miller, who really encouraged me to, bring forth the raw aspect of certain songs, Falling being one of them. It's more powerful by its bareness. It's a very, very personal track. I think that the lyrics really speak for themselves. They're very direct, they're very honest. There's no possibility for you to misinterpret them. It's pretty much as they are. It also kind of echoes, I wanted to kind of echo Colors Forever, which is the last song on my first album. Where the song begins with a certain mood and then it opens up, and I wanted to bring forth that element of you can start in this place where there's a lot of introspection leading to some form of depression, obviously, and then just rising out of that and basically reclaiming your power, making it your own, understanding how to use it so as to bring yourself out of the dark place with all that you've experienced and learned through that. So it's a very beautiful song, and it actually also ends with a little hello from or rather to Anthony Pulcini, who was a very sweet young man, a very sweet friend of mine who died a few years ago. When he died, he was a really big fan of mine and a very honest fan of mine. And I wanted to honor him somehow with Original Game. So not only is the album dedicated to him, if you get one of these on the USB key, there's one of the files that's called Dedication, and that's what you can read there, that the album is dedicated to him. And also I wanted somehow to bring him in, and Falling being the song that it is, which is very honest and very real. It ends by basically saying, I'll just keep a silky slide till I find Anthony's smile saying hi. Basically means that in the end, I choose to just live an easy breezy life, and until I die and I see Anthony's smile welcoming me in whichever part of the universe that us musicians go to when we die. So, in essence, Falling is in itself a full circle song in that it brings back elements of the story of Vicious that was throughout the album. And it's very, like I said earlier, introspective in the sense that I'm taking a moment to really looking at what I've been doing to myself in the relationship. When I talk about why am I putting myself in this cage of you and I? You know, in the end, it's like there's patterns in one's life that you keep repeating. Basically, you keep repeating them until you learn something from them, and then they stop. So, and that's anyone. So it's just an observation at that and the realization of that. And it's basically saying, okay, well, definitely one of the mistakes that I made through this experience was that I kept going back to the person. I kept redoing the same pattern with, you know, a lot, you know, kind of the same person, different people kind of thing. Um, until finally I just realized that, you know, I'm not letting myself go through this and that. And that's what the ending is all about. It's just kind of, okay, I've got it. I've understood what I was doing. I've done the work within the dark place. And now I'm making a point of releasing myself and making a point of honoring who I am and, you know, taking my own hand out. So it was really cool to work on the ending part with the musicians. Definitely it echoes my 70s kind of very eerie out there roots, which come from my mom and my stepdad, who were the ones that really raised me through my music, my learning of music. They were musicians themselves and had the peak of their careers in the 70s. So it's, yeah, I really wanted to honor that. And I make a point of always kind of honoring that in at least one song with every album that I do. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very real song. It definitely is one that you can really hook on through the human experience. Again, very honest. I actually have only played it live once. I'm not sure when I'll play it live again because it's so real. It comes so much from my core. But who knows? It is very special. If you request it at my next live show, I will play it for you because I love you. So, all right. So then just listen to the song for yourself. You've got the iTunes, Spotify, and Bandcamp links in the description box, as well as a link to my online store where you can get the original game deck of cards. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying this video series. Love you.